Welcome. It's Ryan Andrew with the Andrew Agency Insurance. We're an independent agency located in Richmond, Virginia, serving clients in Virginia, Maryland, and South Carolina. Once a week, I put out a video to go over an insurance topic to help you make a more informed decision about your insurance coverage. And this week, I want to tell you about a unique situation that occurred that, to be honest, I'm surprised hasn't come up more often. And it's got to do with divorce and insurance. My client's son is being sued for potentially bullying another student at school. They're claiming slander, defamation of character, and some other legal terms that have been brought about in the suit. Nevertheless, my client is divorced from his ex-wife. They have joint custody of their children. He has the kids 50% of the time. She has the kids 50% of the time. So he called me to find out what, if any, coverage he had on his home insurance. And this is really interesting because, as most people know, more than 50% of all marriages end in divorce. And you need to be aware of what your policy will cover and what it will not. I can tell you most insurance companies are going to look and say, which parent had care, custody, and control at the time of loss? In this specific situation, you really can't identify a specific time. It wasn't a direct incident that occurred. This is something that supposedly has been occurring over a period of time. So in this case, it's really a gray area as far as which policy is going to be primary. And it got me thinking, with all these households out there today in this same situation, again, you need to be aware of what your policy will cover and what it will not. Reach out to your agent, spend 5-10 minutes discussing your situation, and just make sure you understand exactly what coverages you have and what gaps may potentially be there. A lot of situations too, you may have one parent that has home insurance and one that does not. Or in some cases that both parents don't have home insurance. They had to sell the house, they're now running an apartment. Again, another need for renter's insurance. Just because you're running an apartment, you may not think you have very much in the apartment. The liability factor alone or coverage within a renter's policy is well worth the $150, $200 a year it's going to cost you for the policy. So again, if you're in a situation like the majority of folks in the U.S. today that have gone through a divorce and you have joint custody of your children, make sure you reach out to your agent and find out what coverage you have in a situation like this. Don't get caught out there because in my client's case, this lawsuit was filed for $1 million. Thankfully, his policy that he has is going to be primary. It's going to cover him. We have an umbrella policy as well that's going to give him an additional amount of coverage over and above the home insurance. And then his wife's policy, actually, who we also have, is going to kick in as a secondary resource. Again, this is Ryan Andrew with the Andrew Agency Insurance. Have a great day.